happening there in Limpopo?
Good afternoon to you, Peter. You are indeed correct. You are coming to us live in Polokwane. We had few people who walked past us here. We did ask them about the latest developments after the interview that our political reporter Mzwandile Mbeche had with President Zuma. It appears like it was the most watched and the most listened to interview by people around. I mean, during that time it was quiet. The streets of Polokwane were quiet. It looks like people were glued to their screen to see what exactly the president is going to say. They were anxious. They were not sure if whether they will hear what they were expecting to hear, if whether he's going to resign or not. We did manage to speak to a few of them when they knocked off from work and those who were coming to school. And it will appear Peter, that they are all speaking in one voice. They are all saying that they think it's about time that President Zuma must resign. We did try to ask questions like he was posing on TV to say, but what is the reason that is being given? Why do you want him to resign? They too couldn't even divulge reason or give reasons as to why President Zuma must resign. But they are saying that there's a lot of negative reports that came out of President Zuma. Some even cited the issue of Nkandla. Some cited the relationship that he has with the Guptas and the fact that some of his children are doing business with the Guptas. So those were some of the reasons that were forwarded by the people that we spoke to. But the waiting remains, because you'll remember before the end of that interview, President Zuma said he's going to release a statement about the recall message or statement that he received from the ANC. So it's something that we are going to keep an eye on. Our ears will be on the ground. So we'll be getting those reactions if and when the president speaks to the nation about the recall made by the NEC of the ANC. Back to you, Peter.
All right, Mike, thanks very much indeed. So that's Mike Maringa, who's in Polokwane, and giving us an update on the kind of feeling and the sense that people have there. And you know, it's difficult at most of times to get a definitive nation mood. But last night we spoke to a director at Ipsos Markinor, and she was telling us and sharing with us information and data that they've been collecting since President Zuma came into office. And they said throughout his 9 years, what they found with the various markers that they measure every 6 months is that he had a little bit of a spike right at the beginning of his presidency, and then after that there was a decline throughout his presidency, and he was scoring as low as 2.3 out of 10 in recent months. And to just give you a sense of what that score means, other people in the party, and he said she referred to the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa. He was scoring between 6.9 and 7.2, which means that Cyril Ramaphosa is 3 to 4 times more popular